when you pop on, say hey. If you're watching this part of the video, you're watching the replay, #replay. I want to try to make this really quick, so hopefully I don't talk too quick. But since joining Farmasi, which if you guys did not know is kind of a company that sells a lot of different lines, skincare, hair care, makeup, body care, oral care, foot care. They have a men's line, they have a baby's line. There's a lot of stuff. And I did just get their tea tree and mint toothpaste. Don't mind me, I'm like literally in my blanket, like I was just hanging out on the couch. But I was doing some research on it, and what led me to do some research is just that on the front of it right away, it says SLS free, gluten free, fluoride free, and artificial color free, which is right here. And let me just put this out there. This is like a really big tube. I mean, it's like 3.95 ounces, and like this tube that I had that's like empty, that was in my bathroom, is only 2.5 ounces. So it's like a really big tube for only a couple bucks. So this kind of just the SLS free, gluten free, fluoride free, and artificial color free kind of had me thinking, well, why does that need to be kind of put on the front label? Is that kind of stuff in my toothpaste? Like, I've never looked into what's in my toothpaste, so I was definitely interested. And I will say, I only did a little bit of research tonight, so I'm definitely not an expert by any means. I am a licensed dental assistant. I'm no longer practicing, but this is something that I never knew before. So that's kind of interesting for me. Hey, Megan. So, there are 7 harmful chemicals that have been found in toothpaste, and they are known to be obviously like avoided. You would want to avoid them in your toothpaste. So I was sitting there and I was like, you know, I have a bunch of like little travel size toothpaste in my, you know, medicine cabinet for when I travel and stuff, and I just grab one and go. And I was just like, well, I have a bunch of different kinds. I want to see what's in these. Are any of these chemicals in these? And I will tell you guys right now, majority of these samples have almost all of these chemicals in them. All right, so I want to go through the chemicals really quick, just so you guys kind of know what I'm talking about, because like I didn't know what they were, what they did, until I researched them. But now that I've researched them, I'm kind of appalled that the FDA allows this stuff to be in something that is going in my mouth. Okay. So for one, the first one on my list, and it kind of goes from like not bad to like really bad, so you'll have to stay watching if you want to hear like the really bad ingredients that they literally have in toothpaste. So sodium fluoride, which is considered an over-the-counter drug, and it does require a warning label on it. Too much of fluoride can cause fluorosis, which essentially discolors your teeth and leaves spots on the enamel on your teeth, which can be fixed, so it's not the end of the world. But it is known that you can actually overdose from fluoride, okay? I mean, obviously you need to consume a lot of it, but it's something that you can actually overdose from, but it is okay in small amounts. So that is the first one. So it's not like terrible. You know, a little bit of fluoride is good according to dentists and stuff. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but any fluoride in excessive amounts can actually cause harm to your body, which I did not know. Hey, Megan. Hey, Nicole. So the second thing is artificial colors. I'm sure that you guys have heard that artificial colors isn't the best thing for your body. It can cause, different ones can do different things. They can cause hyperactivity. They can cause migraines. They can cause anxiety, and even some of them can cause cancer. So, though I have two that I have here that actually had this in them, and I'm just going to tell you what's in them as I go, so I'm not wasting more time. So I don't want to like name bash either, so I'm just going to do it this way, but this tube here and this here both has blue 1 artificial coloring in it, which does or is known to cause hyperactivity. Not the end of the world, but definitely, you know, can cause issues. And I can say that because my brother does have hyperactivity. So I'm just gonna put that out there, like not bashing anything. And again, I don't want to name bash any brands, but I just want people to be aware of what they're putting in their body because I was not. SLS is sodium lauryl sulfate. This was originally used to clean floors. To clean floors, they used this chemical. And it is, it can cause microscopic tears in your mouth, which can lead to canker sores. And this is what makes your toothpaste foam when you're brushing your teeth. So it's also a skin irritant. As you can probably imagine, if it's a chemical that you're using to clean floors with, it's probably not good for your skin. But hey, let's put it in our toothpaste and put it in our mouth, right? So this right here from Farmasi is SLS free. Let's just show you guys something here. Ready? This one, I have it written down, so just bear with me. This one and this one all have SLS in it, okay? And let me just put out there, I've used all of these. I know this one's still in a box, but like I used this for years. So these all have it in there. My blanket keeps falling and I'm cold. Okay. Carrageenan. That's derived from red seaweed. It's used to thicken your toothpaste. It's linked to gastrointestinal inflammation. It can cause ulcers or even colon cancer. And even has caused colon cancer in lab animals. It's also linked to insulin resistance and glucose intolerance in mice. So I know that is not a human, but we know that a lot of companies test on mice because I guess they're the closest biologically to humans. Again, Farmasi does not test on animals. I don't know about these companies, but yeah, it's linked to a lot of different things. And I'm just going to show you guys again. This and this both have carrageenan in it. So again, we're like, let's see, we're one. These, nope. No, I was going to say, are we 3 for 3 with any of them? We're not yet, but each one has at least 2 of these chemicals in them, okay? Propylene glycol. Has anybody heard of that? Because I know that that is the main ingredient in antifreeze. I've known that for a long time. I don't know how I know that. Yeah, it's used as the main activity in antifreeze. And you'll be disturbed to know that this tube right here has propylene glycol in it. So the propylene glycol is used to soften like cosmetic products. It's linked to damage to the central nervous system, liver, and the heart. So it can literally cause damage to pretty much your entire body because your central nervous system is essentially your entire body. So I thought that was quite an eye-opener. So then we have triclosan, and this is kind of where I was a little blown away. It's added to personal care products to reduce or prevent bacterial contamination. The FDA did ban it in body wash and soaps, but it's cool because the FDA still allows it in your freaking toothpaste. Why put it in soaps? You know, we're banning it in soaps, but you can still put it in your mouth in your toothpaste. Okay. And this is why I'm cool with the European standards, because the FDA, I did a lot of research on that, and that's another talk for an entire different video. Guys, only bans 11 products or chemicals, and after reading about the 11 that they ban, there's like loopholes for each one. We'll just put it there. So, studies have actually linked triclosan to a decrease in thyroid hormones, which is interesting for me because I do have an hypothyroidism. So my thyroid is underactive, so it has to work harder. So that's interesting to me. It also creates an increase of antibiotic resistance. So that's triclosan. That is in, none of the ones that I actually found, which I was really happy about, are none of the ones that I have here. But I wrote down here that it was approved by the EPA as a pesticide. And this is in certain toothpaste. None that I have here, which is awesome, and I'm glad it isn't. But I was kind of blown away that that's actually one of the main ingredients on a lot of toothpaste. So, and then there's titanium dioxide. And studies have shown that inhalation of this can actually be a carcinogen. Or carcinogenic, whatever, however you say it. It can cause cellular instability or chronic inflammation. And that was found in this, and this. Okay? So those were 7 harmful chemicals that you're supposed to be avoiding in toothpaste. I will go over this as well. None of those chemicals are in this toothpaste. I will say this toothpaste tastes really good. I was expecting it to taste like tea tree oil, but it doesn't. It also doesn't have any color to it. It's clear. Okay. I have nothing to wipe this on, so I might just rub it on my teeth. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit like this with it. So this has none of those none of those chemicals in it. I will say the only thing that I read up on that wasn't good that this has in it is sodium saccharin, which is essentially just a sweetener which they use for flavoring of the toothpaste. Essentially, they just say that there's better options out there, but it's not necessarily harmful to your body, which I believe all of these had as well, so that's not anything too crazy, but I did read that there are better options, but it is not harmful to your body. So I will put that out there. I'm trying to read if there's like any type of, the warning label on here just says keep out of reach of children, which you would with any toothpaste. You know, it's made in Turkey. So I just wanted to come on and kind of put it out there that, you know, the toothpaste that you guys may be using might not be that great for your health. Like I said, I've used all of these for years. I've never used any type of like higher quality toothpaste. I naturally get my toothpaste at like the dollar store. But I was kind of blown away that like out of the 7 chemicals that I read on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of the 7 chemicals are in almost all 3 of these. And these are like, I mean, probably the most popular. I'm going to do this one. I don't want people seeing. Probably the most popular kind of toothpaste brands that are out there. So I did look into the Sensodyne Pro Enamel. I use this all the time. I do have very sensitive teeth. And its ingredients are extremely similar to this. There were no harmful chemicals in this, that at least out of these 7 that I looked up and did some research on. The only one in here is sodium fluoride, which I would assume since it's helping with your enamel, it might need that to strengthen it, which I guess fluoride is known to strengthen your enamel. So other than that, there are no other chemicals in this that are harmful that I've researched thus far. Like I said, I'm not a professional or an expert on any of this, but it was just kind of research that I was doing tonight. So I will say these are very similar. So if you're using this, I mean, it's not incredibly terrible for you. I'm happy that I have this. That has no colorings in it or dyes. There's no fluoride. There's no SLS. It's gluten-free. It's not tested on animals. It's made in Turkey, so it follows European standards versus the U.S. So definitely after doing my research, I'm probably going to chuck all of these just because, I mean, to have things like the main ingredient in freaking antifreeze that I'm putting in my mouth is just too much for me to even figure out. Or SLS, which they use as floor cleaner. That's, I don't want to put that in my body. Things that are going to cause gastrointestinal inflammation, ulcers, or even colon cancer, like, nope, I'm good. Or things that I'm going to inhale that are carcinogenic. Yeah, no. I'm so glad I did my research on this, guys. And if I can help educate anybody else, I'm happy to do so, because had I not seen this container and not read the SLS-free, gluten-free, fluoride-free, and artificial coloring-free, I don't think I ever would have researched what was in my toothpaste. And I'd probably still be using this stuff at once, you know, this was gone, because, you know, I'd use whatever I had at the house before I bought more. So yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I will post the website link that I got my information from in the comments below if you guys want to check it out. You know, I'll kind of cite my research. But in case you're wondering why I was looking down, I do have like a whole page and like a half worth of notes. I just wanted to make sure I had all of my information correct. And I took it right off of that website. Like I said, not an expert, not a professional in the field. I was a dental assistant. I am still licensed, but I no longer practice. And this was something that I never learned about in school. So, as a recap, if your toothpaste has sodium fluoride, artificial coloring, SLS, which is also sodium lauryl sulfate, Carrageenan, propylene glycol, triclosan, or titanium dioxide, you should really chuck it in the trash and try to find something that is healthy for you. Doesn't have to be this, but try to find something that's going to be better for your body especially. But I did want to pop on and just kind of give you guys a little bit of information on that. And if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to reach out to me. Like, I did my research online, so if I don't have an answer for you about something, I will definitely find an answer for you. And I hope everybody has a great night, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.